Michelle here, Thrifting 101. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. I'm glad you're stopping in. For those of you who watch me regularly, first I want to say thank you very much. I appreciate it. But my point is, I keep talking about all the stuff that I have, all my goodies in my trunk. Most of them are still in my trunk, and I'm going to tell you why as quickly as I can. The other day I saw something on Pinterest that caught my eye, and I said, oh, I could do that. All I need are a couple of Pyrex lids. So I went out looking for a lid or two, and $60 later, I have a whole bunch more stuff to show you. Some of it's on the table right now, and I'm going to show you what it is I saw on Pinterest. Hope you enjoy. I picked this up with Shirley when we were in Merritt Island. I think I paid $1 for it, maybe $1.50 at most. It is a Cinderella bowl, Pyrex. It's an 024. As you can see, it's yellow. It's kind of a mellow yellow, so I think that it is part of the Town and Country set, possibly, not the primary set. Anyway, this is, I picked this bowl up. This has something to do with the Pinterest. I did go out. I did find my lid that matches it, and I'll show you what I did with them. So I had the flamingo pink bowl, and I had the turquoise bowl, and they were hidden in my, in my cabinet, and I knew that I had one lid, so I was on the lookout for two more, and this is what I saw on Pinterest. They had these bowls out on display, and they also had the lime green one, so I might be on the lookout for that. And also, you know, I got a little nervous here. I had so much heavy stuff here, and somebody in one of my vintage groups just posted a picture. Her shelf fell down and everything was broken, and I said, I don't want that to happen to me. So there you go. That's what, that's my new shelf. Picked this up half price at the Goodwill. I paid $1.50 for it, and rarely do I find covered dishes or bowls in good condition, or in any condition, actually. I don't usually find the lids. There are no chips or cracks anywhere on this. This is Federal, or it could be Indiana. It was first made by Federal. When Federal went out of business, they sold the mold to Indiana. It's called Windsor Clear, also known as Button and Cane. And I'm going to ask, I think it's fairly heavy. I'm going to ask, I think, $25 free ship for the bowl. This huge Corningware covered, it's actually a Dutch oven, is mine, and I was saving it for my daughter. I thought she might want it. She told me she didn't want it, so I'm going to sell it. It takes up a lot of room, and I don't use it. Sensations is the pattern. Again, it's a 5-quart casserole with the lid. There's a tiny little smoothed over chip here on the lid, very smooth. They produced the Sensations between 1996 and 97, so a very short run. It coordinates with the Corel sunflower pattern also. And I'm going to ask $45 for it. It's going to be a heck of a item to ship, but it's in pretty good condition. I'll show you the other side too. Corning Sensations. So the day I was out looking for my Pyrex lids, I stopped into the women's thrift store. It's a charitable thrift store, and I found this candlestick holder, and I just fell in love with it, and it's dated on the back. I'll show you again. It says M.O. Glover, 1956. I looked up M.O. Glover thinking maybe it might be an artist. I can't find anything on that name, so I'm thinking maybe it was just a homemade piece by somebody who was a really great artist. The flowers are gorgeous. The whole piece it's just beautiful. I spent $4 on it, and I'm not sure if I'm going to list it or not. I don't even know what to ask for it if I did. If anybody's interested in it, you can give me an email and we could talk about it, but it's just such a pretty piece. Well, I was kind of on a roll looking for those Pyrex lids, and I knew there was a couple of thrift stores I go to every now and then right down the road from where I found the lids. So I did stop in, and I just saw these gorgeous sugar and creamer sets. it's everything about it is beautiful. The condition is exquisite. It's stunning. There's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. It's all bright and shiny. And it says guaranteed 22 karat gold USA on the bottom. I know I've picked up or warranted. Guaranteed 22 gold. Some of them say warranted. But I kind of had an idea what they might be. I took them home and looked them up. They're 40s, maybe 1950s. They're Pioneer Pottery Company. And the Pioneer Pottery Company produces in conjunction with Pearl China Company. So you might see them listed under Pearl China, or you might see them listed under Pioneer Pottery. Pearl China started in 1931. They're still active. George and Dennis Singer founded the company as a pottery outlet in East Liverpool, Ohio, and distributed items for many different companies, Pioneer being one of them. I'm not quite sure exactly what I paid for it because I just kept putting stuff on the counter, and he just gave me a price. So I'm going to put an average of about $6 for this set right here, and I'm going to ask $45 for them. They are just gorgeous. Corningware Country Festival, 1975-1976. This one right here is dated 1975. I love this pattern. It coordinates with the Pyrex friendship pattern, and this is mine. There's no chips, no cracks on the lid or anything. It's beautiful, but again, I'm trying to clear up a little space in my kitchen. I am hanging on to the two smaller ones, but I'm going to sell this off. Hopefully somebody who collects it and will use it, and I'm going to ask $35 for it. It's a 2.5 quart. I picked these up at the Women's Thrift Center. I paid $1 for the salt and $1 for the pepper. You can see there it says made in Taiwan. It's Cook's Club. I date these to the 1980s. I'm going to turn this one over. They're both in beautiful condition. This one being the pepper grinder and the salt shaker. They're 7 inches high. I think I said I paid $2 for the set, which I did. They're ceramic or porcelain and wood. Really nice condition on that side. Really nice condition on this side. Great for a country kitchen or any apple lover, I guess. They were made in Taiwan, as it said on the bottom. They're selling, I don't see many of them out there. I see them selling in about the $25 range. I'm going to ask $22 for these, and I'm going to clear out the pepper that's in there before I sell them. I don't know if I'm finding wall pockets or they're finding me, or maybe it's just the fact that the first one that caught my eye, they were all out there the whole time and I didn't know it. Anyway, I did pick this one up at the Goodwill. It was marked $3.99. That's what I paid for it. It's just was so beautiful I couldn't leave it there. I don't know, I don't think I would call it vintage. I'm not sure of the year. I know it was made by the Terrafina Company, which is a furniture and accessory manufacturer. They're still in business. I couldn't find this exact wall pocket. It is hand painted, but it's in beautiful condition. It's 11 inches wide by 7 inches tall. Needs a little cleaning on the inside, but the outside perfect and pretty. I'm going to ask about $30 for it. Made in Spain. I have been finding a lot of Anchor Hocking Fire King Peach Lusterware and copper tint. This is actually copper tint a lot lately, and I'm being very, very picky on what I purchase. It has to be in perfect condition for me to pick it up, and all 4 of these custard cups are in perfect condition. These are the scalloped edge ones. I have 4 of them right here. They also came in a plain edge one. They were marked 50 cents a piece, and I think I got a little discount off of it because it was Senior Citizen Day. They're produced copper tint between 1958 and 1971. And copper tint is simply the bakeware or ovenware line that matched Fire King's, Anchor Hocking Fire King's Peach Luster dinnerware, which came in about 3 different patterns. The back stamps on here dated to the mid-60s. And then I remembered I had this gorgeous pie plate. I had held on to it, but I haven't used it. I haven't displayed it. This is in magnificent condition. There's not even a scratch on it, so I would call this unused condition. And I decided I'm going to sell it off as a lot. of 4 pieces, and I'm going to ask, I think, $18 for this, everything you see right here. Interesting story about these candle lamps, tea lamps, fairy lamps, what have you. I'm going to start with this one. They were made by the Crystal Clear Company, and I knew that because this one right here does have its label on it. I got this one with Shirley when we were up in Merritt Island. I think I paid, I don't know, $2, $3 for it. And then when I was out the other day, I purchased this in that bundle I was talking about at the church store. Same one in the cobalt blue. It's a little heavier, I think, but it's the exact same one. So I know it was also made by the Crystal Clear Company. It has a really pretty floral pattern. You can see right there. Both of them are in really nice condition. They're not old or anything. I think they did stop producing them maybe about 2 years ago. I think they produced them maybe 2004 to 2018, something like that. They're 6" by 4". And again, they're just in beautiful condition. I'm gonna ask $16 for each of them. I picked up these beautiful bowls. So this is a compote, and this is just a footed bowl at the charitable Christian thrift store right here in Melbourne. I bought a lot of things there. Some of them are on the table here. Some of them you'll see in another video. Anyways, these are Smith glass, moon and stars in the amberina. The amberina, you can see, is 2 different colors, kind of a red that fades off into the yellow. Both in beautiful condition. 1940 to 2004. The pattern was originally called Palace, and these probably date to around 1960s. I'm saying that because of the amberina pattern. Moon and Stars was made by so many companies, it's hard to keep track of. They started back in 1880s with the Adams Company. U.S. Glass made them in the 1800s. L.E. Smith made them. Fenton actually made them for L.E. Smith. And then again, the Smith Company, which is what I believe these are, in the 1940s to 2004. And Imperial Glass for Smith. I could just go on and on and on. But I'm going to say these are Moon and Stars by Smith Glass. And I only paid $1.50 a piece for them. The compote probably originally did have a lid. You can see this doesn't have a lid. I'm going to ask, I think, $15 for the compote. I'm trying to see if I have the size here. I think it's 7.5. No, it's 6 3/4. And the bowl right here is 4.5. I'm going to ask $15 for each piece. I did want to mention that the Moon and Star Smith Glass compote also came in a flare top. This one is not a flare top. Had it have been a flare top, it's worth probably about 3 times what the regular rim top is worth. Thanks as always for watching. I hope you enjoyed the haul, and I decided to do the close over here so you can take another peek at my table, because I did add my Fenton art glass console bowl here and my Picard, gold salt and pepper shaker, so I added a little color. There it is. Anyways, thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Most importantly, leave me a comment, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye. I wanted to talk about all the junk in my trunk, or they're not junk, they're not junk.